Ngeba Sojola here. In this video, we'll be fundamentally speaking about an air defense system, right, that is known as UMkhonto, right? This air defense system is manufactured in South Africa, right, by a company known as Denel Dynamics. This company is fundamentally a state-owned company, right, based in South Africa. It is what can I say? It is a military equipment manufacturer, right? Now, this ground-based air defense system is fundamentally used by three countries. It is used by the navies of South Africa, Finland, and Algeria, right? It is used as a defense system against things like helicopters, missiles, right? UAVs, right? And combat aircrafts, right? Now, there are fundamentally three pieces, right, to this air defense system, this ground based air defense system, right? The first piece is the missile system, which is fundamentally the launch pad where you launch the missiles, right? Number two is the radar, right? The radar where you detect and locate your targets, right? And then number three are the missiles themselves, which are shot out to the missile system, right, um, uh, to go hit the targets, right? Now, when we look at this missile system, right, it is fundamentally a surface to air missile system, right? It is a ground based air defense system. Now, the second critical component in this air defense system, which is known as UMkhonto, right, is basically a radar, right? Um, it is a ground-based radar, right, which is known as a fire control radar, which basically means, right, it means that it is a multi-mission sensor, right, uh, infrared communication tool, right, which can detect and track targets, right, and communicate that throughout the entire air defense system, right. It is known, the technical name for this thing is known as an over um, 1,500 individual Moody, right? It is fundamentally known as Giraffe. Its nickname is Giraffe AD, I think, right? Now, the third piece of equipment that you find in the air defense system that is known as UMkhonto, right, are basically missiles, right? These are surface to air missiles, which are basically known as UMkhonto IR, and one which is in development known as UMkhonto R. When we speak of UMkhonto IR, we fundamentally speak of surface to air missiles that are about 130 kilograms in weight, right? And the warhead is about 23 kilograms, right? And basically, they are surface to air missiles. And you find about three types of UMkhonto IR missiles, right? The first one is known as Block 1, which is basically a missile that has a range of about um, 12 kilometers, right? And then you have a second type of IR, right, a missile, which is basically about 15-kilometer range. And you have the third type of IR, UMkhonto IR missile, a surface to air missile, which has a range of about 20 kilometers, right? Now, there is a number of UMkhonto uh, uh, missiles that are under development, right? The first type is number one, UMkhonto range, UMkhonto radar, right? This is the type of missile which basically will be using radar to detect its targets, right, and to launch itself. The first type of one uses infrared, the infrared which are emitted by the target at a distance, right? Yes. So other types of missiles which will be launched are fundamentally known as EIR, which is basically the extended infrared missile, right? Which is will be extended to about 60-kilometer range, right? And you find the LR, right, which is the long range radar missile, which also will have a range of about 60 kilometers, right?